As a customer, you have a lot of options around firewood. You can buy locally sourced, homegrown timber, and that can also be a hardwood or a softwood. We're here today to talk a bit more about the softwood firewood and firewood logs to encourage customers to buy softwood logs. Currently, the supply of hardwood is increasingly difficult to come by, particularly for homegrown hardwood logs. And so we're looking to diversify and make the firewood supply more sustainable by encouraging customers to purchase softwood logs. And this video will talk to you a little bit more about that. Customers should look at the origin of their wood fuel and where it comes from to understand sustainability. They should also look at how local it is. Wood fuel that's produced closer to the appliance that we burnt in is more sustainable, has lower carbon miles attached to it, and it also supports local economies. Moisture content is really important when buying the firewood. The water in the log cannot burn, so what happens before the log burns is that the water has to evaporate off the log. This can reduce the energy content effectively within the log. So you're looking at a moisture content, you're wanting it, particularly for logs in domestic appliances, to be below 20% for an efficient, effective burn. So Ready to Burn is an independently audited verification system that assures you as the wood customer that the wood fuel that you are buying is below 20% moisture content. So what you can see here is the Ready to Burn logo with the company name and the code that is unique to the supplier. As a customer, you can use this number to look up the supplier on the Woodshaw Ready to Burn website. As part of the Woodshaw auditing process, the wood fuel processor and supplier must show the supply chain of the log, where it has come from, and therefore also that it is a legally felled log and it will be replanted. Included in that is whether the wood has come from an affected source, and if so, whether it's been felled and processed with licensed producers. If a customer has received a delivery of logs that are ready to burn certified, but they wanted to independently assess the moisture content of their logs, they could do so with a moisture meter. A customer should be using a pin meter that is suitable for testing the moisture content within firewood, and that will read the water content of the log on a percentage basis. You should be looking for numbers below 20%. There's a small amount of difference between the moisture content within hardwood and softwood logs. In softwood logs in particular, there's more resin. This just means that the softwood log needs to be properly seasoned. If a softwood log is seasoned correctly and is below 20%, the burn will be the same as with a hardwood log. Here we have two larch logs. We have one that has been well seasoned to ready to burn standards, and we have one that is yet to be seasoned. We're about to show you the moisture content difference between the two. So here we have the unseasoned larch log. We've split it in half just now to take the moisture content reading. I've got my pin meter. I'm going to stick it into the centre of the log, and I'm getting a reading of 22.9%, 22.3%, 23.4%. So this is not yet at a ready to burn standard. We need to be below 20% for ready to burn. You would split each of the 3 or 4 logs from your dumpy bag that you've selected. You would take the average reading for that log and then take the average from across that sample of logs to give you a moisture content of the delivery. Here we have the seasoned larch log. It's been well seasoned and is within the ready to burn standard. Taking the moisture content reading from the centre of the log, and we can see here that it's saying 11.8%, 13.5%, and 10.7. So you can see that it's a very well seasoned log, well below the 20% threshold that customers should be looking for when purchasing wood fuel.